All right.
There you go.
I live in Germany, Berlin.
Okay. That's awesome.
Not so tropical.
Yeah, not so tropical,
Uh,
but not
and,
as deserty here.
and you?
Me?
Amala? Amala?
Me. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I actually I live in Oahu. It's one of the islands of Hawaii.
Oh,
It's the
wow.
most popular island of all, I would say, or the most because that's where Honolulu is at. So I live in Honolulu.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, just a little outside of the city. I live up on a hill, so
Amazing.
yeah.
Very nice.
And yeah, I currently manage and run I would say one of the best, if not the best, acai bowl uh
Hmm.
in Hawaii. Is such high grade berries. We get them straight from the Amazon. They're all hand picked, and they grow in the conjunction of two rivers called the Waiana and the Apalai. So we get some of the best acai berries, and pretty much the founder of this project who I've been working with for a while now. I've been working with him since like 2019.
Hmm.
And they got such a good team growing there, a lot of successful people, you know, having multiple streams of income. He himself is a trader, but he trades more like stocks and bonds and kinds of stuff like that, like kind of like Kian. And he's
Mm-hmm.
really successful about it, but he's more like he doesn't advertise it much. He's just kind of like the thing that he does to make his other dreams happen. And he's really focused with it. He takes it real serious and super successful. And just like, yeah, working with him, being around people that have that mindset, it definitely rubs off. Uh and yeah, I met Cody 2021. Actually, it was just after I saw the last bull run on crypto. I had a buddy back in 2017. He had told me to get into Bitcoin when it was around 6K.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know anything about it. He told me he was in a Discord and he's learning all about it and all kind of stuff. I had just left the monkhood. I had just left being a monk for 4 years. It was my
Wow.
fifth year. I was in the transition year. I was thinking, okay, where do I want to move now? Now that I'm gonna go out into the world and be a man, and take care of myself. And
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, he told me that, planted the seed, so at least I started saying like, oh yeah, Bitcoin. I remember when it first launched from like $100 to like 100, like 1K or 10K, 10K. I remember the first bull run of 10K. That was the craziest one, of course. And I remember like just being on the internet, being a teenager, just kind of like on the internet and stuff. Sometimes I would actually see that logo of Bitcoin. I was like, what is it? And I never really thought about it. Just like, and just to see how far it's gone. And I saw the 20K bull run as well after the 10K. And but it wasn't something I paid attention to. When I had this sign from the universe, when I had like a good-hearted brother come up to me.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Carlos. He told me, he's like, bro, because he would go out traveling on a van and he'd be like selling like spiritual stuff on the street, like giving people like beads to chant on, or like
Mm-hmm.
spiritual literature. He would distribute books. And he was all like, he sat down with me. I remember we were in the vegan restaurant, and we were he was sitting down. He's like, bro, just buy Bitcoin as much as you're able to put aside now. I'm telling you, it's gonna launch. And I already put like 11K into it. He told me when it was around that time. He's like, and I'm like day trading, so I'm making more money. And I keep putting it back into that investment. And he's telling me all that stuff, and like I kind of understood, but I didn't. And then so like I bought like $200 worth of it. It dropped down from 6K to 3K, and I was just like, I kind of need some inspiration. It's ganja's legal in Colorado. That's where I was living. So like there's dispensaries all over. And I was going to college at that time for nursing to become a nurse. And and like I was so stressed out because it's such a like 80 hours a week engagement at least. And I was like,
Yeah.
I need some ganja. So like I took my money out of Bitcoin and I went to the dispensary. I bought some ganja. It's so funny. But I thought about it in my mind. I was like, what if what he told me is true and all that stuff, right? So I come out to Hawaii and uh like I'm just like living my life here. I'm going out to the jungle, exploring, like feeling abundant, like because I was just starting to learn how to make money and learn how to like take care of myself. So I'm out here making friends, learning how to fire spin, learning how to surf, just like in the flow. And then the whole lockdown happens, right? And I'm just like, we're there trying to figure things out, try to see what's up. And then I remember paying attention to Bitcoin, and I was just like, oh, it's back up to 6K. I went back from 3 to 6. I was like, maybe I should get in. I didn't know. And I just pretty much, long story short, I just watched the prices going up and up and up, and I didn't do anything about it all the way up to 69K. And I was like, all right, I want to learn at least about this so that I'm ready next time. And I know when to get in, when to get out, you know. And so, yeah, that's what brought me to this group. Like I started seeing Cody on my Instagram, and he was friends with my friend Madhavendra, and I was like, all right, let me reach out to this brother and see what he has to offer. And so Jordan calls me up, and he's talking to me so confident and like clear about the vision. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. And I got the more expensive package because I was just like, I'm gonna go all in on this. And it was scary. Like I remember feeling this feeling of like, this is the most money I've ever invested all in one shot. Like, what's my girlfriend gonna think? I just like signed up for it. But it felt real good. It felt good to push myself and to like, I was so busy at the time working full time and managing and all that kind of stuff. But
And
I just
now?
sent it. I remember I just like made time, started doing the course, started learning, and just now, like I'm really feeling like I understand the movements. And now it's just a matter of like the mindset of executing it properly, That's pretty much it. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. That's my story.
Very nice. Thank you for sharing.
Mahalo, thank you.
I
Yeah.
started with Cody in January, and he texted me on Instagram because I was posting something about spirituality and consciousness expanding, and he was texting me. And then I saw what he was doing. He wanted just to connect about consciousness and all that stuff. And then I saw that he has this trading course, and I was very, very excited about it because I was always interested in trading and all that, but I was never into it. It was very far away from me. And then it was one of the best decisions that I have ever made to just get into it. And I have as well paid for the biggest package. And yes, and now a lot has changed for me, and it's a year now that I'm into it, and I'm still coaching with him. Yes, and I'm very happy about this group as well. So nice to talk, to have the group chat, to just to speak about it.
Yeah, the group chat's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good addition when he added that for us, like the group. I think we have 46 in there, if I'm not mistaken. Is it? And yeah, some good-hearted people.
Yeah.
And
I really enjoy it.
it's such a journey, to learn this. Such a journey. It's taught me a lot
Yeah.
about myself too.
Yeah.
Would you all want
Well,
to check out some charts and see?
yeah, I was gonna say gold kind of went
went
up and up and up and up and up and up.
Zen, Zen Garden. This is such my, this is like the first album I listened to that just like broke me through to spirituality. I remember I was getting into Buddhism in high school,
Mm.
and I just started trying to practice nonviolence and speaking less and dressing like in white and stuff, like bright colors.
Me
And
in a black
I remember
hoodie.
recording with this album on. I was like listening to this on my on my iPod and be cruising through Miami Beach and everywhere in Miami. Like Coconut Grove was my favorite place. But
I
let
was
me
thinking,
tell
I
me
think
how
of
the
Will
volume.
Smith when I hear Miami.
Will Smith.
Party in the summer with the heaters on all night to the break of dawn. Welcome to Miami, yeah, there you go. I'll be like.
Man, I love Will Smith. I grew up watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. How's the volume of it relative to the voice? Does it have to come up or down?
If you can turn it down anymore, I'd say that'd be fun. It might be too
Turn it a
much.
little
That's
down.
good. That's perfect.
Wait, I didn't even move it yet.
Mhm.
Wait,
That's good.
Like the flute.
there, right there.
But like, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, this is that CAD USD chart from a whiles back. I don't know if I have it too short of a stop loss. Like maybe it'd be safer to have it like down here. I'm thinking about it, but yeah, I would like to see how that trade comes through.
What time frame are you trading that on? 4 hour of the day?
I think this is just based on the 4 hour. Oh yeah, so I mean I think the stop loss might have been in a good spot actually.
Well, so look, because it's gonna drop even more.
Oh, you think so? I'm gonna probably come back to this
Well,
level.
I was seeing this thing. So look, on the top Bollinger Band, right? All those wicks are touching it. I can't tell, but it doesn't seem like any of them closed over. So if none of them close outside and then there's a strong downtrend, generally it's always going to go touch the bottom Bollinger Band. But that bottom Bollinger Band is still going to come up a little more. But I think it's honestly probably right where you have it. I think it's going to go retest that. So
I haven't gotten into this trade. It's just one that I had I think I drew it out just to see because I think Cody called it out and I wanted to see for myself.
I mean the stop loss looks fine. Yeah, just enter later. You'd have to wait for that to drop. So that's CAD. Dude, I don't even look at Canada.
Here.
I don't even trade CAD just because like we're neighbors and I feel like there's so much.
Yeah.
But from what I'm seeing, I think that would.
USD JPY is what I've been looking at the most for sure.
You mean in general?
Yeah, it's the chart I trade. I would say like 80% of the time. What's up, Sal?
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
Hello.
Good, good. I think my video's not working, but that's fine. I think, is my audio working?
Yeah, I can.
The audio is good.
All right, cool.
We just cruising. We've been talking a bit how we got into trading, how long we've been trading and such. And we just pulled up the charts just now.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, bro. This is USD JPY. I just have it pulled up here because it's one of the charts I trade the most. And let me back up to the weekly. I think I use a different one. I think I use this Oanda one. Yeah, so I'm just gonna clear all the drawings. Yeah, I was looking at this. Oh no, maybe it was the other one. My bad. I think, yeah, this one goes back further. So when I was looking at this chart, I started looking at it around October 2021. So like around here, this area. And then yeah, I saw how it just had this massive bullish movement. Massive, like on my demo account, when I had a 30K demo account, or sorry, I had a 2K demo account. When I finally started making some breakthroughs on trading, I remember the day I sat there in front of my computer. I sat in lotus position. My girlfriend was out of town visiting her best friend, and I was by myself. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna sit right here, cross my legs, and I just started breathing and slowing down my breath, slowing down my expectations out of myself. And I remember at that point, I was like, I don't understand trading. It's so weird and all that stuff, because it was just like a few months in. And I remember like just calm myself down, like, all right, you're gonna just follow the trading rules. You're just gonna focus in on a small lot size. Remember, like, don't risk more than 5%. And I just calmed myself down. I remember, calm myself down, started breathing, and I started looking at the charts in a neutral mindset. Just a neutral mindset. And I started I was actually day trading more, but I just kept getting opportunities here to get buys in, and there was a lot of volatility at the time, and yeah, it just took like a few months of that focus. Like I think it was around June, like around this area or so, that I came out from having like a 2K demo account to a 30K demo account in a few months. And it was just that consistency, and also that like setting that intention was so powerful. Just that one time really amplified things for me. It gave me more confidence. It made me like realize that it's not a race, that there's opportunities everywhere in every market, in every time frame. There's opportunities if you're patient enough and if you really trust yourself. So like waiting for the right entries, and like maybe having alerts. And yeah, I'm back to square one. I'm trying to rebuild a fresh account, and yeah, it's a journey. I love it. I feel more in tune with myself. I feel like I start driving on the road. I start seeing my stop losses in life. Like I could go fast, but I have to learn when to slow down too. In order to be the best type of driver I could be, I have to be aware of everything, you know. And I think with trading, it's the same way. Yep. So yeah, on the weekly, when I was looking at this, I actually missed this other bear or bullish movement because I think I had taken a break from trading for a little while. I took like 2 months, 3 months off the charts. And at the end of the 3 months, I was in Peru. I got my yoga teacher training and such. And so yeah, but like what I had noticed after that bull run that had built up my demo account, I had noticed that the last time we were ever at that height was like in 1998. In 1998, what happened after we hit that level was really that we just started going down. And so as I see us approaching that level, I'm just knowing that since it's such a significant level, really it can go anywhere, of course, but I was more thinking on the side of like it would go down. And And so I have been recently I played a little bit more bearish movement. I know it actually went higher than that level for a little while, and it went up here. Let me zoom in. But yeah, we had this really big down candle. But yeah, it's still looking bullish to me. So it can easily break those levels and make new highs. But yeah, now I'm just kind of watching where this is at. I see that the Bollinger Bands are separating, so could go down lower. What do you see? What do y'all see on this chart?
I see definitely a strong movement down because there are lesser bearish candles, and a lot of bullish candles that we had from the support and resistance line. So I think maybe as well that we go again down to and we do a retest. This is what I think from this line, or from that here. Yeah, or from this area, but definitely to this area.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of seeing too, because I do see the engulfing candles here. Some pretty engulfing movements and like close underneath the Bollinger Band.
Yeah,
but it hasn't really broken the Bollinger Band yet either, as Jacob mentioned on the other formation that was happening. So maybe it goes like down a little bit like that. I want to see what it does at this level. I feel like at this level would be a good place to like look for some entries, either onto the downside more or maybe like up.
a good level for the alarm.
On the week, yeah, it looks like it's still wants to approach that, but you definitely want to look for stronger wicks. But yeah, like look
Stronger wicks
on the day. Well,
yeah,
go back to the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that, dude. Like I guess right here at
here broke through.
This most recent at the very bottom, that's the biggest up move it's had. Besides that, bears have pretty much taken it. Still didn't even fully engulf. And then that top wick is massive, and it's right on the MA median average of the Bollinger. Yeah, so it's definitely gonna. I feel like it's gonna still want to go retest that bottom. I don't think it's done with the downtrend.
Yeah, you can clearly see lower highs and lower lows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't been able to break up. Sorry, it hasn't been able to break. Aside from that one wick, it hasn't broken the moving average.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me see the 4 hour. Yeah, see on the 4 hour, we just got this flip on the moving average here. I wanna see your opinion, because like sometimes I get on these time frames and I'll think of like a small move, like doing something like maybe if I got in here, have my stop loss maybe like over this Bollinger Band, and then like targeting, since I feel like it's gonna move down to that level. Do you consider that move? Do you consider that like a day trade type of move, or do you consider more of a swing?
It'd be closer to a swing, I think, just because like if you like the move, like go to 1 hour now.
Well, on the 1 hour, we had a break of break of that top band.
It broke the top band, but it still didn't even create a new high, and it was sideways for a little bit. But
That's true.
I guess that was a big move out, and then after that, yeah, it was all just
enter up here. Maybe wait for an entry up there would be.
Well, if you're gonna look for like a short on a day trade, you would probably want to, assuming we're still on a downtrend, we're gonna assume that it's not it's gonna try to retest that, but it's not really gonna get close. So I think you'd still want to enter a little lower.
Still want to enter like
if you're like
area.
I'd say like a little in between that and the white line is where you could
get the bands.
Yeah, at the bands, but
I don't feel like I would necessarily take this trade, but I'm just
honestly, I wouldn't enter short unless I saw a lot of like volume, like driving the price up, but then it's still closed small. Like I would want a really big wick outside of that line to like scalp a quick trade.
For what would you what are you waiting for?
Like for him to, if he wanted to like short this, I would probably wait for like a big bullish move up, but then to watch that candle close really small with a really high wick that probably went above the higher
candle.
And then with that wick,
this could go like up.
Yeah, because like if you zoom out, it could also be a potential long. It could be retesting like support resistance.
Yeah, see the
Yeah, see, it already tested that.
Do you ever use this this path tool? You know, you can like, I don't know if you like. I'm kind of just using it to, excuse me, to make the moving average go lower, and like kind of like predict it a bit.
Are you trading with lower time frames as well?
Yeah, I do like to do like hop onto the 15-minute. On the 15 minutes, kind of like a little bit of an uptrend, right? I kind of see like a little bit of a wedge forming.
On the 15, yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait because like it could just keep coming up this and then like break below, retest, and then go down strong. Are y'all looking at are any charts that have some interesting movements lately?
I'm just looking at gold right now. It's been sideways for a little bit.
What chart do you usually look at, Lika?
Usually, actually, I don't focus. I don't have special focus charts. I look every chart. I watch every chart that I have on my watch list. There are not so many, and I just watch them all. Actually.
So you just like you hop through them and see what you see on the different.
Yes, I in the morning I look for, just watch the charts, look for opportunities, look for movements, and then I continue to watch the charts over the day. And when I see some interesting movement or no movement, like patterns or something, then I mark these charts with colors, and that's the charts now that I watch, that I focus on for the day, or like it could be weeks that I am watching them more intensely, but I do it like this.
Are you on your computer right now? Do you want to share your screen? You can just show us like the flow of your way you see the charts.
I can do that.
Yeah, to share your screen. Do y'all know how to on Zoom to allow other people to share their screen without making them the hosts necessarily? Like there's a
No,
no.
there's just so when I was doing it on my desktop, it was giving me a hard time, but I actually downloaded Zoom today because I got a new laptop, and then there's just a share screen option here.
Oh, so anyone can share the screen then?
Yeah, but it wasn't as easy when I was when I didn't have it downloaded.
Oh, okay, I see.
Like when I was using the browser, then it was like all weird.
When I click on to share my screen, there's a sign that you have not activated the for me to share it. You have not allowed it for me to share it.
Oh, it's waiting for his permission or something.
Oh, is it? Oh, it doesn't show anything. Okay, let me I'll just make you the host to do it. I'll figure it out. I've been wanting to figure it out because I feel like it's a smooth thing if people can just keep sharing without having to switch it.
Okay, now it's
there we go.
working.
Oh, I like your colors. It reminds me of like cotton candy.
Yeah, just changed them today. I want some eye candy.
I changed my colors, but I don't think it's saved.
That's better. So for example, I have here the colors because I have watched them since yesterday, these trades, and they're interesting for me because I don't know if you guys are using fib levels, but here I see that it is near a Fibonacci level, a major Fibonacci level. And that's why I'm very interested, because so it's better. Because we have the super squeeze here, I'm very interested in what will happen next. I like looking for breakouts the most. And I think it will go definitely until this level, or maybe even a little bit higher, and then it could go lower. That's why I will do my alarm here. What do you guys see?
Yeah, like a big wick could form right there at that level.
And here on the daily, we're on the moving average as well. We're touching it with this fib level. It could definitely bounce from that level down, I think.
You think it'll keep going down?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, there is that giant engulfing candle over here.
On the bottom.
Have a little bit of retracement. Yeah, and we made a new lower low, so potentially.
What candle do you mean?
I mean, you guys tell me what you see. The big engulfing that's right.
That blue one.
Yeah, that big blue one over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you have that big break right in the market structure, a little bit of retracement, head down again. Now that pink engulfing or red engulfing, we haven't quite engulfed that last movement yet. So yeah, that last level does look this next level does look interesting, but well, I guess it depends on what this daily closes at. Look, we got the potential hammer, but we still got 2 hours in the close. So, and we're still below the moving average, right? Yeah. So I mean, looks a little too close, but I mean, yeah, my bias is a short, but
yeah.
I have to look at the time frames.
Yeah.
Was that the weekly?
This is on the day.
Was the day?
Oh, weekly.
Weekly.
Oh.
Where did you originally pull your Fibonacci's from? Which time frame?
Weekly. It's weekly. I do it on monthly, and then I go to weekly and zoom in to make it more accurate. As you can see here, for example, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Because when it hits like the 5.236 or the 4.236, usually like those are key reversal levels, right?
Yes.
Is this the stuff that Keon teaches?
Yeah, the Fib lines, the Fibonacci levels, how to draw them and how to use the levels. There are very similar to support and resistance lines, as you can see here, for example. You see, it bounces from this level, and here we have it as well.
And you're drawing those. Is this a different tool in the fib retracement tool that you use to get those levels?
Yeah, I can show it if you want.
Sure.
Here I have drawn it because here you can see them. What I have drawn was this this movement that I have chosen because it is one of the lowest points there with this tool, trend-based fib extension. And then when you use the tools, the most important thing is to look and to watch if the fibs are making sense in your chart. And if they do, they're good. And I'm still, of course, drawing support and resistance lines, the red ones that I draw as well.
It looks like on that chart, what's happening is there's a bounce on the 2, and I feel like it'll probably go and retest the 2.618 one more time, or at least like the little levels before where the bodies are closing. Because it's also like it looks like a nice like that 2 is lining up with the moving average, and there's like 2 really nice wicks on there, just like yeah. Although we haven't like surpassed that one small bearish engulfing candle right there. But like here, I have my little annotate. I noticed that it is like on a small uptrend, so I can definitely see like, you know, I can see the price right here still kind of like doing this kind of whatever it does to maybe touches that level again. That's kind of what I see on the smaller scale. On the bigger scale, I think it's been oh, this is the Australian dollar and the Japanese yen, huh?
Yes.
Is it moving similar to like the pound and the US dollar? Yeah, I see.
And here we have the strong bounce with the wicks up. Wow. Yeah.
That's that bearish candle is so strong earlier there. Yeah, now I'm like looking at it on the smaller scale. Like I want to see it. I want to see if it can surpass that big bearish movement on the blue candle.
You mean like here?
Like to break above that move to see it go up to the. Did those candles close above the that last
on the bigger chart?
Oh, see, yeah, I see a wick. Yeah. No, but it's still above on there. It's still showing above the moving average. So it looks like it's going to keep going up eventually. A little bit.
Yeah. So I'm watching this. Yes.
Nice. I love using fibs too. I want to redraw some on my USD JPY chart eventually because I have some really good ones drawn on the mobile app. I don't know if y'all use TradingView on mobile, but it's pretty cool to have on the go. I like the cat.
You like it as well.
That's a good way to make trading fun, you know.
Yeah.
The chart's like a canvas.
You gotta try to find alligators.
Is that what you call wedges? Alligators?
No, it's this thing the Bollinger Band will do with gold. So like if you like, I don't think they look like alligators. If you're
to they start to separate.
Yeah, like if you're to go to 1 hour on gold right now, there's an alligator right now. And then it's basically where there's a big move and then it just goes sideways for a little bit. But like they just look like alligators to me. And I'll draw like little eyes on them. And then it just means that I gotta like watch for the next move potentially.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I literally like I love finding alligators.
I think Euro USD could probably go higher as well. What do you think?
It's got the close above the 9.618 and then the wick is testing that. And that's a key reversal level, right? Or like where the movement will become more volatile too, right? Yeah, strong bullish close above. Just pink candles, and it's engulfing the last high, making a new high there on that frame.
I was looking for a short the last couple of weeks because of this tension here. But
since it broke that level, you might want to look for a short on this 8.618, I would say.
Yeah, probably.
Was T daily? T stands for daily, yeah.
Yes.
Oh. What word is that?
Täglich.
Täglich.
Täglich?
Yeah,
Like day.
Täglich.
täglich. Yes. So, how about you? Do you have some charts that you're focused on right now?
Jake, you wanna share your gold?
Your goals chart.
Yeah.
You can make him the host and see if he.
Here, I should be able to just screen
Because I want to
share.
see that alligator. What do you usually
It's
look through?
desktop of my two. Sorry, what was that?
I was just asking Sal what he usually watches.
I watch gold and silver as well.
Oh, cool.
Pretty much. I'm kind of like Lika with the idea of I have about like maybe 10 charts that I look at. Like right now, I have JPB USD, JPB JPY, USD JPY, Euro USD, Euro JPY, and a few others. And I kind of just I'm looking at it and see if there's any kind of particular movements happening. And if there's like 1 or 2 or 3 charts that I can see something happening in the future, I'll just focus on those for the day, and then leave the other ones for the future. I'm still trying to develop like what's the best strategy, I guess.
I know what it's doing right now. It's not.
How
Like
long
I've had
are
a
you
lot
guys
of.
trading?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How long are you guys trading?
I've been demo trading for maybe about a month and a half, so still pretty new to it. But I've had a lot of good luck with with JPB USD. I've had a lot of good luck with gold. I've had some good luck with JPB AUD. Yeah, those are probably my top right now.
Oh, nice.
That I've had some good luck with. Yeah. I'm
Sounds
still in a demo. I'm not when Amala, when you said you got your demo from 2K to 30K, was that when you went live after that? Like, was that like confirmation for you that okay, you've demonstrated profitability, you can take it live, or was there other things that happened as well?
It has been, and I would say that when I went live, it was like a whole new experience too, because I'm dealing with my own money. And yeah, I would say like right now what I want to do is build up I want to save up about like 3K to 5K and start up a live account with that to get some more leverage. And I feel like it'll be a little more potential of what I can do. I tried starting some live accounts with like $500. And I just don't like the movements because like I can't really trade past a certain time frame, even with a 0.01. So I feel like it's just a lot better leverage to have a bigger account, and I feel like psychologically too, it will be less like worrisome because like it's easier to focus in on yeah, I just feel like it's easier with a larger account. Because like I started 2 demo accounts, 2 or 3 or 4. I can't remember how many demo accounts with $1,000 leverage, or $1,000 account, and I didn't have a really good time with those. Like I emptied like I don't know how many, like 3, 4, 5 accounts before the success I had on my 30K account. And really what that came down to was just getting into the right mindset, to really commit to myself that I was gonna do this, and to really believe in myself that I could be consistent with myself. Because like I would catch this like inner narrative telling me like I couldn't do it, like that kind of like anxiety. And so yeah, I'm right now building up the right amount of money and the mindset so I can go live and really stay consistent. I want to start building up this live account. And I want to see if I can bring this next live account to 30K. That would be super awesome to like recreate it. And yeah, bro. For sure. On the demo account, the only challenge I have is that since it's a demo, there are times where you feel more confident risking a little more than you would on a live account. When you're on live account, it's like a lot more careful.
Yeah.
For sure.
Sure. Yeah. I empathize so much with what you said about the insecurity or the anxiety about trading. My first 2 weeks in December were great on the demo, made multiple thousands, and then my last 2 weeks I kind of fell off the rules a bit and got a little lazy, and I lost a lot of it. And that same kind of feeling was kind of that hesitance that I shouldn't I should stop doing this. This is a failure. This is not something that I should continue doing. But the consistency and the longevity is like what you and Cody and most people say in this community is that's the key, is the consistency, getting over keeping the mindset strong, keeping your emotions balanced, following the rules. So like just now I'm starting to look back at the charts again, with that mindset anchored and just trying to stay consistent. So that way that fear, that hesitancy kind of is eliminated, honestly. So I definitely empathize with where you're coming from, and I appreciate you sharing that because it makes me feel like I'm not alone.
Oh,
No,
for sure.
I think
sure
everybody.
you're not alone.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
It's actually funny. So we were talking about a book last week. It's called like Trading in the Zone. And so I already finished it. I literally finished it in a week, but it's funny because it literally talks about there's like, I'm gonna re-listen to it like this week at some point, but like there's two kinds of traders really. And it's like, who would you want essentially, if you were to give money to somebody to trade for you, who would you want? Somebody who wins big and like loses big, but is like super random and there's no like, they have an understanding of the market, but it's really random, or somebody who doesn't jump into something right away and is like super technical and follows the rules. And that's literally everything. Like whenever we're doubting ourselves, it's because we don't follow the rules. It's literally, we'll see something in chat. Oh, I'm gonna do 0.25 or 0.5 on this on a 5-minute chart, right? And then 3 days later, you're negative $1,100 and you're just like, yeah, you're right. Maybe this isn't for me. But if you were to actually be trading with your money and sticking to the rules, if you see that, you're not just going to be like YOLO. You're actually going to like take your time and put in the process and like do it. That's the part that everybody loves, is like that. Nobody necessarily likes the analytics of it, but it's the fun part. It's like, where will it go? And then, yeah, nobody ever knows. But it's like, yeah, whenever I doubt myself, it's like when I'll get a little risky. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, but I wouldn't have done that. Like if we're actually on a live account, you're not going to be doing that. So it's like, if you are, you're going to learn the hard way. That's so funny.
Yeah, it's a great book, Trading in the Zone. It's my favorite.
Yes. Really?
It's my favorite. Like, I haven't really read any other trading books, so I can't say, but like, I just love it so much. Like, it's one of my favorite books in general. Like in my life, I would say, yeah, one of my favorites. I feel like
yeah, they really talk
the psychology, aspect.
Yeah, it's more psychology than I thought it was going to be. That's like the first 7 chapters are all psychology. They don't even talk about trading. It's kind of crazy.
I was doubting myself a little bit over the last days because I was not seeing good opportunities. But of course, a good trader is not doing trades when he's not seeing any opportunities. And this is something that I had to learn as well, because I just wanted to see something. I just wanted to make the trades, but now I have made not so much trades in the last month, but they were profitable. But over the last half year, in the past I have done a lot of trades and have done a lot of mistakes, but now the lesser I do trades, the better I can plan them, and I just really take my time. This is something that I have learned over the last couple of months for me. It was very important for me to learn this.
I appreciate you all sharing your realizations on this. This is valuable. It's nice that we have this recorded so we can check it back later and just like, and other people on the group. I'm sure a lot of people like have this type of curiosities in their mind, like what's going on with this and trading and yeah. Like you said, Sal, it's good to know we're not alone in it. I found myself too, like I found myself feeling that same way, Lika, where trying to make opportunities where there isn't one, and yeah, and that's usually like I'll catch myself like that the best thing to do sometimes is like to not have to trade, to like go like if I get a little worked up or something, like and I go into trade, it will actually go into that analysis and all kinds of stuff. So, but it's beautiful, like it's beautiful to be aware of it and to see that's like it's actually a normal thing, and we're actually really, yeah, we're mastering our emotions, we're mastering ourselves, and it's so valuable. Like it really helps everything else in life, like our friendships, our work, our long-term profitability. Yeah, we're in a good place, and we got some cool people on here. We got some good projects building up. I like Atlantis. This is gonna be I was thinking about like for people that just want to be informed, like what trading is before they commit to like a mentorship, for instance. They just want to know like what is it all about. I think the Discord is nice because like it gives you that entry, that safe entry where you're just like, okay, I can definitely invest like $50, or I can definitely invest like a couple $100 and try it out for a bit and see if it's something for me. And so I really think it's awesome that Cody spearheaded this project and really making it a reality now. So and the other stuff, like the other conscious type of retreats and stuff that we want to create. Yeah, we on a good place, you know, and everyone here, I feel like in this group has their own talents and what they can offer too. And I feel like even if it's not like fully apparent yet, it will be, you know, in time. And even if our profitability in real life isn't there at the very moment, like we want to be trading like $2,000 trades here and there. It's gonna take time to build that up too. But once we get there, and we remain consistent with ourselves for a long time, it's gonna be a lot easier too, because like it'll just be like natural to stay consistent. And just like when you're skateboarding for the first time or riding a bike for the first time, it's gonna be, oh man, it's gonna be challenging, but but then
when you really when it clicks, then everything is just so easy and you're flowing.
That's how I felt on my demo account when I finally built it up. I was like looking at good trades, like just analyzing them good, putting my stop loss, not moving my stop loss, leave my take profit, and just leave it alone. Just go to sleep, go to the beach, hang out, and like I would say like 7 out of 10 times the trades would be successful, and then like the times that would have got stopped out, it didn't bother me because like I accepted my risk. I actually accepted my risk. A lot of times when I make really bad trades, I wasn't accepting the risk. Like I was only
You don't even
paying
put a
attention
stop
to
loss
the
in.
yeah, I was not even putting a stop loss sometimes, or like I'll move my stop loss like shorter or further. But like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, yeah. Um, accepting the risk is so powerful. That's what trading is all talk about. Like a lot of people like to feel like a risk taker, you know. I think trading could be like an adrenaline rush and it's fun and stuff like that, but a lot of times we don't really accept the risk, you know. I don't really accept the risk sometimes, and that's why I make mistakes. But yeah, accepting the risk and yeah, and being cool with each trade and being happy with it getting stopped out and taking profit, because like dang, you know, that stop loss didn't hurt me that much because I'm following the rules.
Yes.
Yeah.
And analyzing the losses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seeing what we can learn from them.
I had a hard lesson this week, actually, because last week when we were looking at the charts and we found that remember, so I entered like a short on Euro USD, and then I was like still positive on it. And then him and I were charting. And then I was like, oh hey dude, I just learned this new thing. It's like diamond tops and diamond bottoms. And we literally saw the perfect setup for one, and it was gonna reverse and like go back up. He's like, oh, you're gonna take profit? I was like, no, I should, but just gonna let it ride. And then literally I woke up the next morning, it like went like it's I had my stop loss set at like $5, but it literally did exactly what we like thought it was gonna do, but I was like too stubborn. And then the book, it's literally so funny because the book's talking about like literally just be a computer, don't have any emotion to it. Literally, like I saw the reversal, I should have exited it and then just rehopped into the next trade. And it would have been like perfectly executed. But it's like those are the ones that we like overthink. So that's a big part of it, because it's like we know the technical analysis of it, and it's like just like you said, is if you don't see the trade, you don't see the trade, but you have to like it's like doesn't make sense sometimes when you're looking at the chart and you're like, okay, this makes sense, it's gonna do this. But then other days you'll look at it and you'll be like, what is like that's just
sometimes just I don't know. And other times everything makes sense. What I have what I also have learned is when I question myself, should I maybe close the trade? I just close it because it's like the first hint that I have. It's the feeling, my intuition is telling me that I have to close it. And when I have not acting in alignment with my thoughts and what I was feeling, then it was a loss afterwards. Because you said that you had the thought, maybe should I close it or maybe not, you know?
Yeah.
Man, I love this. I love it.
But this trade actually looks very good. Can you show me the 4 hour, please?
Yeah, this is just gold right now. And this is why I've been like staring at it so long, because every time an alligator forms, something else is going to happen. But like, look how long this squeeze is. And it's been the entire day.
And that's on the hour too.
And that's on the hour as well. But then the 4 hour looks a little janky, but it's like still. And all these two closed outside of the Bollinger, okay? And then it's coming and retesting. It actually hasn't even retested the median. This blue one's a second one I have. But this orange one's the actual Bollinger, and it's not even like retesting that. So the Bollinger, I think, is gonna like come up to this line. So I think, but that's the thing. This market closes in an hour. And then the more I watch gold and silver, the more I realize that like, so obviously Arizona time, like US closes at 2 for me. But then everything will like, if I wait 3 hours and 3-4 hours, then Australia wakes up, then Japan, and then our charts will actually do kind of the exact opposite. So sometimes it's like weird, but like gold and silver kind of reminds me of like a wave. It's like if you just look at it, you can kind of, it sounds silly, but you can kind of tell where it's going to go. Like obviously sometimes there's going to be like big thing. So like this most recent drive up was because Saudi Arabia, China, and Russia all just made like they were talking about making that crypto that's backed by gold, and they're driving gold up, and they're trying to make DXY go down. But that's the look at that. It's just
interesting. No, I understand. So how long is when the gold market closes, how many hours is it closed for?
I'd say like probably 3-4 hours before I'll see a new tick. Because here, look, we can go to yesterday.
And then how long does it stay open for?
At night.
Or are you talking about the morning when it opens up? It opens up in the morning for you.
So it's 7:30 to 2 for me, and then the U.S. market closes. But then that's what I'm saying is like stuff will like my trading view will just go frozen for like 2-3 hours, and then they'll kind of turn back on. And what I notice is the biggest move, whatever happens, is like they're generally going to try to reverse it at like 7:30 my time, so 5 hours.
So how gold works then is like, because I don't really trade gold, so I'm trying to understand.
It's just
while the US market's open, everyone else can trade in that market, right? But then it closes and no one can trade until the other country's market opens, and then they trade in that market.
Yeah, I believe because it's the USD, so it's XAU to USD, so it's like once, because that's what's moving it is whatever market's trading. So like Wall Street's kind of the biggest motivator for this. But on the other side of the earth, what I've noticed is when they wake up, they're normally going to somewhat do the opposite. You know, sometimes they'll keep going up, but like still, it's always going to like retest that median. So it's like
they play the reversals more on the other side.
It's like, like the reversals are going to be bigger. Like if something does, but like generally, like the trend is your friend on gold and silver. Silver is gonna like make bigger jumps because it's just less, but it'll still follow gold. Like if we look, like there'll be bigger moves, but it's still somewhat like, so like on a 4 hour. So see, gold had this big dip, but so silver's like bearish right now. But look, still same uptrend. It's just the moves are bigger. So then that's another thing to take into consideration, is because like part of me wants to long gold, but it's like silver is not fully engulfing that reversal. So could it be a pre-potential sign of reversal?
Oh, like in a retest of that yellow line you drew, the wedge.
On silver or gold?
Or on gold. Since silver is doing that, like since it looks like it's closing underneath the moving average. And since right here, what you're saying is like you feel like on the other markets they probably push the price down.
No, so gold and silver will generally like mirror each other's moves, but gold, like silver, will have, it's always going to be a bigger move. So that's where I'm like, then it makes me look at gold different, because it's saying the bears on silver were bigger than the bulls at the same time. So it's like, is that something taken into consideration, or is it just random? But it's also like, look, we're on our 4th hour now, and we still haven't re-engulfed this, because like earlier I was like looking at a potential long and retest of this, which is just how historic.
I see this like
I've drawn in.
I see this like resistance right here. It's just like where the wicks are hitting on the top. It looks like they're almost like hitting a wall that you want to pass.
Yeah. But this, so that's what I'm,
my straight line. Oh, I forgot you can actually do trend lines on the annotate.
What is the confirmation that you want to wait for?
I would probably want I would want this day. I probably wouldn't enter it on the hour, because this will be a 4 to 4 hour trade. but I would probably want a full engulfing. Sorry, this I dropped in the way.
Oh, but it's at that pink level too. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and this is a historic. So if we come back out to the day,
Yeah.
like it's always tested this. It was support at one point.
Isn't there like
Resistance.
some kind of market pattern that forms where it's like a double bottom or triple bottom or a double top, triple top, which means that the price wants to break through that
it's honestly essentially just I think it's all the Fibonacci lines that we're just kind of seeing from the outside. Because like I'm not a pro at Fibonacci yet, but I think like those would essentially just be like what we're viewing as like support resistance is just Fibonacci lines that we're seeing without drawing fib. And I'll look over here. So like this big move closed all the way up here before it like went on a run. Same thing here. So we're kind of sitting closer like right here right now because we're sideways. But yeah, I'm honestly just got to keep watching a little more. But I would just want to see a big, strong close outside of the Bollinger Band and above this trend line. So if this
that one was a
close
small
right
close
here.
above, right? The previous engulfing candle bullish. Looks like it slightly closed above. The one where is the mouse right here? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so closed above. And then that's the other thing is like, yeah, obviously a lot of resistance right here. The same thing right here. We haven't created a new low or anything, just create a new high. So I mean, we probably will. I don't know, just gonna watch it.
Yeah, it might do a little fake out down, but then a movement up, yeah.
Yeah, potentially. But that's the other thing is like, so the bear's at, I guess 9 a.m. So 3 hours ago. Oop.
What's this current candle? It's a 1 hour. 1 hour. How much time does it have left? Does it say there?
I got.
Oh wait, I have to just look at my time.
That's it on the hour. But also here's the other thing is like, look at all. So I guess from today, literally not a single one, all these wicks, like long wicks closing like on and above. So it's like that. Because like how I'm viewing it is create a new high, try to create a new low. This is essentially like the diamond, but try to create a new low, retested high, close outside, couldn't continue closing outside. And then this, like we know that if the wicks are closing on the Bollinger, that's full engulfing. It's always going to go retest back over here. Same thing here. It's going to want to retest. So it's like retest, retest, retest. Close outside, strong down, close. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's like
if you get this 30-minute close like that, would you feel bullish about this?
Yeah, earlier today when I was looking at it, I would long it. When I was like looking at, but now I'm looking at it more like a little more indecisive.
For sure. Seems like you want to wait on it and see what it does after it hits, after the market close and hits the other markets. Yeah. Are you gonna look at it tonight?
Yeah, I'll be on it looking at it tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, these all closed out. So I would like to see and we haven't closed below this median average at all this week. So like on the bigger time frame, bulls are still in charge.
Yeah, and I see the top and bottom band are really separated, so looks like continuation there on that time frame.
Big spread. Yeah. Gold.
Or like at least a wick like a wick fill on that daily.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Definitely, I think it'll fill today, and then we'll have to watch it like in the morning. But yeah, if this one closes smaller, then I think it would want to.
That's the alligator you're
Go
talking
down.
about.
This is the alligator right here.
Oh,
This is
this face.
This is the alligator, and it's long. So the longer the alligator's nose, the bigger the next move is going to be.
Oh, so it looks like a pretty big move then.
Yeah, it's a very long.
I like that.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah,
it
dude,
looks
we're
more
on
like a
an uptrend,
little
so it's like you're not
crocodile.
going to want to. We're on an uptrend. I don't think you want to go against that. Like this. So like, look, even though that's not necessarily like a perfect hammer, you know, that's a sign reversal, but it closed above that median average. Okay. And then if we hit this wick fill, and then this fills, and then, okay, now it's making sense. So yeah, if this closes above over that median average, I think we would continue because we're still above. We're on that top Bollinger Band 3, 4. Actually, in the last day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last 6, even bearish, have closed on the top Bollinger Band. So it's like we're still on an uptrend, so I probably want to short it.
Yeah.
So that's why I was going long. Because I think we're going to go retest this 1919.
Makes sense to me, bro.
Yeah, so I guess if that closes strong, then I'd probably just watch for a decent entry tomorrow. So then I'd wake up. Obviously, they'd probably short it a little bit, and then I would wait for price action. And once I have a full engulfing, then I'd probably enter. And it's on a longer chart, so it's not going to be as crazy of a risk. But
no, I like that. Like that.
for gold, I think this is gonna go retest. Like on this morning, it was looking good. I think we're gonna come retest the support resistance, but I really think it's gonna drop below, or I'd like to see it drop below because on the week.
Yeah, you got that wedge you're waiting for. Well,
we're still closing like on this week at least. If that closes below that median, I think we'll go retest.
So if it closes below, you would look for on a short time, just like a short there to the bottom of the wedge.
Yeah, if that closes below median.
But if you get a breakout, you're looking for a reversal, right? It breaks above.
Yeah, if it breaks above. But on the week, like, so it closed out. So what I'm seeing is it closed outside of the bottom Bollinger. Obviously strong bearish move, but we only retested the middle median average and then went straight back down. Big, that almost engulfed that full move. And then 3 weeks slow movement, and then we're right here now. And if you zoom out on the week, we're in still a decent like downtrend, I think.
Oh, historically. Nice. That's microscopic accuracy. I like it.
Yeah. It's like we're still on that downtrend. That's what I'm seeing. And then a few weeks ago, we had this big, like, it basically created a new low all time. So I think it's going to want to continue.
Yes, looks very good.
It's going to go retest that on the week.
It'd be cool to first from there and see what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, because if this closes, then I'd probably enter like you could enter another. Well, I would like, that'd be perfect world. I enter that short and then it continues and then I could just take profit all the way down. But So that's when I've kind of been eyeing, not seeing anything too crazy. We just did USD JPY.
I would say if you take that short, my initial thought is to just take the profit at that level and watch what it does, because that level could potentially act as a support, can have a flip into support.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just see those candles have all closed above of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I would maybe wait, like take the profit if it hits, and then wait to see what it does, and maybe look for a re-entry if you think it's gonna like break, if it breaks that green, and then like if it starts acting as a resistance kind of level, then you can get right back to it.
This is on the day now. Yeah, so strong wicks, nothing closes above.
Oh, it did break.
Strong move down right here, and then it's always going to retest the top. But then look at those. That's like actually a perfect. That is actually pretty juicy right there.
No, so if it keeps moving, then you can just move your stop loss into profit at that like right below the level or something, right?
Yeah.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah. I did not even see that one until just now. That's great.
My cat's going wild there. She loves playing her toy. How's everyone feeling?
Good. I was just writing that one down. Your USD. See if we can find that.
Oh, that's where the diamond was right there.
Is this it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, and it actually went down further after that.
It came back down, but that's still so funny though. That was like so cool that happened.
Yeah. Could you guys elaborate a little more on this diamond?
So really it's after a move. So either up or down, it's a diamond top or bottom. So whichever way it's at, it's just a reversal. But pretty much what it looks like is if you draw enough arrows, it makes sense. So you come down and then it's basically from that reversal, it's going to try to create a new top. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then it goes sideways for a little bit. So none of this was here. And then goes down, and then it doesn't, the next down move doesn't fully like engulf that last bear move. Okay. And then it's like a little something like this. And it's essentially a diamond. So it's after whatever move, it's going to try to retest, doesn't create it, goes diagonal, but that diagonal is in the uptrend. And then as long as it's in the uptrend, kind of like this, it's like, I don't really know how to explain it because it's something I've figured out recently and I'm just trying to like learn more about it. But it's really, after a big move, it's going to try to create a new high. And then if it stays within that engulfment, it's essentially like a diamond, like a triangle. But then if that is in somewhat of an uptrend, then it breaks out. Probably closer to
like okay.
It's very.
Yeah, I've seen Keon posts stuff like this, but not from. Okay, that kind of makes sense. I'll write that down.
Yeah, I'm still doing more research on it.
Dang, that was a big move right there.
Yeah, and on other charts, they'll be a little clearer, I think. Oh, there's an alligator.
I think it looks like it'll keep going up. It is a strong wick there on the top there, but like, I don't know. Now I'm seeing that.
It's gonna open up soon. Okay, there's nothing. That's the thing. It's just market's closer now. So anything USD is going to be slowing down right now. XRP's climbing up today.
Yeah. It's looking good right there.
Yeah. If that closes above here, I'd probably hop on.
Yeah, bro, it's looking good.
Even look here on the short time frame too. Create a new low. Sometimes all you can do is sit and wait.
You want to see it engulf that last move. Yeah, create a little bit of a higher high.
Yeah, as long as it engulfs this, and then I would like to see it close outside of the Bollinger though, just because it's been diagonal for so long. So like even on this hour chart, I mean, because we're on 30 minutes, so the hours can be a little different too.
Yeah.
And also, I don't even like this is nothing. I do not like entering in trades after 1 p.m. because if I enter a trade right now in 20 minutes, CoinEx is gonna hit me with a swap. So whatever I'm leveraging, they'll like still take more profits. But if I do it at 2:30, it'll or 7:30, it doesn't hit the swap. It'll give me another 24 hours. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No. Can you explain the swap? Because I never really understood swap too much.
So literally through MetaTrader, whenever you're leveraging or whatever, there's like obviously the broker fee, but then the swap is literally the fee they're charging you to leverage. So like the longer you hold money, the bigger that swap is. So if you leverage like 0.1 on gold, they'll probably hit you with like $1.22 swap every day. Whereas if you're doing like 0.5, it'll hit you with a $22 swap every day. But the swap is really just what they're charging you to hold that trade. And they'll like at the end of every day, the swap increases. So if I enter a trade right now at 2 and then 20 minutes, the day ends, like I have their money. So they'll hit me with that swap.
So it's better to enter in the
like,
beginning of the opening.
It's they'll hit you with the swap if you hold on to it through the end of the day. So like if you hold a bigger trade longer, like your swap's always gonna like you'll see your swap increase.
Do you get swaps happen if you're scalping or no?
No, if I were to enter and exit a trade within the next 20 minutes, they wouldn't hit me with it. But if it goes past 2 my time and then I refresh my browser and then I come back, they'll hit me with a swap.
Okay, that makes
and
sense.
That's just a random thing I figured out.
Yeah, because I definitely see the swap fee at times there in the.
Yeah.
It's not as much as the what's the other one called?
The brokerage fee.
Yeah.
Because if you go into the history, it's like they'll hit you with the swap and then the brokerage. But...
like charges, it says charges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that looks pretty nice on the day. Without it close above that Bollinger. Not much price action, like not much, like compared to this day. You want to hop on some charts?
It's looking good there. Yeah, sure.
You can keep looking at gold if you want. That's all I'm gonna be watching.
Yeah. Make me the host. I wanna try something out. Yeah, gold. That's gonna be cool. That movement. That's a good movement to catch. Happy you found it. Let me see. Okay.
You host?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. I'm gonna hide this for now. Okay. Let's go to. I hide this too. Close dock. Perfect. I want to go back to gold really quick because I think it was on gold. I wanted to just try this out. Oh yeah, right. Gold USD. Which do you use the forex.com one usually?
Yeah.
Right. Let me see. Continue. Right. Yeah, I see that alligator. Looks happy. I wanted to try pulling. I want to try pulling a fib and see what comes up. I want to try this impulse right here. Or wait, is that? I want to see if this one is. Yeah, I see some good bounce here on that 4, on the 8, reversal there on the 9. Higher resistance there on the 6, and then yeah, this sent it down. Now, yeah, we hit that impulse core again, sent the price up. The 4 got hit the 5.618 again, got reversal. Big wick on the 4.618, and it went down back to the impulse core. Beautiful wick here on the 2.618. Sent the price up to that 6, and then massive candle. Engulfing candle broke the 9 and the 8. 9 played support here. Massive move up to 17. Tested the 11 a little bit, go back up. And now, let's see, are we still on that 17? No. Moving up. And now I see we're kind of in between those fib levels. What was your take profit on that, on like over here, on that 29?
Take profit was yeah. Well, it's a little above that. It'd be 1919, but that's a good one.
Yeah, so I mean, I think just from what I see on the fibs that right here it looks like we're on the way to that level. And then from there, I don't know what we'll do. I wanna try to hit I want to try to hit a fib on a lower frame and see. that pool. I'm gonna save that. I like to lock. Sometimes I like to lock my levels in place because I catch myself dragging them by accident. I don't know if that's ever happened to y'all. I'm like, I pull something and I drag it. I'm like, oh no. I hit undo too. That kind of helps too. But since here went lower than here, I'm just gonna try to pull this one and see what we see on a more recent scale. I'm gonna pull a higher one. There. Okay. Yeah, there's a good bounce there on the 8 as well. There's a 9. 11. Get again that resistance, and it's going up to that 17 on that one. Yeah, they both kind of lining up the same way almost, right? With these, at least these two bigger levels. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of confirm that and see what the fibs had to say, and looks good to me. Sometimes I like to pull on the smaller time frames too and see what comes up. So I'm gonna try on here and see what level that is on a smaller. Okay. Well, on that 15-minute pull, it looks like it's not as significant, I think, as the big time frames, but I could see, I don't know, the levels aren't reacting as good, so it'll probably not be as good of a pull. But it does look like a little bit of a resistance there on that 4.618, which is definitely something to keep into consideration on the short term. So on the short term and on the 4.236, yeah, but I'm not seeing the reactivity I would like to see on this, so I'm gonna discard that one. Maybe a little lower than, like down here then. Yeah. Because